here, 11, 1, 11, right now 12. I'm about to go ahead and put y'all in because, like I said, this stuff in this situation cease and is going to desist. Because somebody who feels like they're getting away with, oh, they don't know that it's us doing this, and this is like someone who better get called today on what it is on everything that I have been posting. Like I said, they've been delay on mishaps. Someone could be doing this from Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and then it's someone else doing this from Virginia. Okay, at the same time, trying to do this, hack it. They're trying to pick and choose and sort what it is that I can say because someone is trying to distort a narrative about the facts and what's actually occurring at this time, as well as trying to steal content. And like I said, this situation is going to cease and desist, okay? So like I did yesterday, we're going to go ahead and make sure we make something happen, okay? Now, mind you, it's 30 drafts. As you can see clearly, I'm making sure that you can see. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. So this is when I posted all this stuff. So we're going to start all the way up to the March videos, okay? Where somebody has been stealing since then, okay? Yeah, also it's 1010 as I say this. Like, this is going to close out a whole complete cycle. This is also something about motorcycles, a music celebrity. So when I say Anuel is a reggaeton artist. I want to say, isn't he based out of New Jersey or Massachusetts? One of the two. Or was that, what's his name? He called himself El Granador, Nicky Jam, or some bullshit like that. This is like people being celebrities in this shit, but y'all not controlling the fucking people that you're sending in. I would be smart enough to send people that has zero connection to me, zero that I talk to, zero that has money that's coming from, like, someone is not understanding that tune. Anything connected to you and you had the evil intent to go ahead and in someone's life, whether it's premeditated or not, they're going to pick it up. It's a signature to every entity or people or human beings walking. It's entities attached to them. Yeah, also it's 1010 as I say this. As like this is going to close out a whole complete cycle. This is also something about motorcycle. Of course, when I get ready to post it, okay, so it gets delayed. It'll only stop at like 60%. Okay, let's see if it'll even upload it. But mind you, it'll probably upload it now, considering that that time has passed and it's like he went away. So someone is they prayer, they Guadalupe. So this is like someone could be from Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, or Ecuador. Okay, in particularly. I'm not saying Panama. I'm not saying anything. I said the particular countries that I need. This is someone that may have had a tie to them in some sort of way, shape, form, or fashion. But this is like someone looking to figure out, like, how is someone communicating such things in an elaborate way, and how do they know how we're organizing, who we sent their way, like even down to the little buddy that had just came to talk to me. I already knew. It's like, let me scope for see what's my next move of how I can get close to this woman. And this is someone realizing, like, hey, they know, and this is person that is into their intuition as well. They know, like, this is a no-go. They are who they say they are, and this is someone sending back that I'm here. So now all of a sudden we can upload. It's slow uploads. Mind you, I'm showing you with dates so we can make sure we have accuracy in what it is that we're doing. Nice to meet you. Honored. Call me Karma. Okay, call me Karma, baby. But this is like someone that tried to do something, right? Like, this is an ongoing conversation, and this is like somebody trying to get it to go over the weekend, and it's like it's going to be a no-go. Confirmation. You hear all the, even the train is like, it's a no-go. Okay. This is also someone that took a train to go somewhere in particularly and didn't realize, like, oh shoot, they know it's us and this person connected to this. They know that this person is connected to that. How do we, try to retract that? Like, this is someone not realizing ain't no retracting. But once it's seen, it can't be unseen. And then once it, you choosing, I'm hearing rancid or ransom, or somebody wanted to plan to do something, but it's like, it ain't going how they feel it's going to go. Because somebody don't know something. Mind you, all these are done a month ago. Just go as you see in the dates. You see in the dates that I have these in. Mouse.
What the hell is that? Is what is it? Okay. There's something up there in the damn sky. There ain't no business being up there, and it definitely ain't no plane, let alone a helicopter. What the hell is that?
We'll see how long it takes for those to load. They all can load, but it's just like somebody wanted.
It's like the biggest confirmation, and the question I have is, in the game of chess, do you think you're talking to your opponent every time that you're looking to make a strategy and make a move? No. So 10 times out of 10, when a person telling you, I don't give a fuck, right? And they tell you, I don't trust people, meaning those are usually my first words to anybody since I was a kid, right? So this is like someone saying, shit, they wanted all the smoke, and it's like they realizing, like, hey, as an onion, you just literally, everything that's literally coming out at this point, this is just the first layer. And this is like somebody like, oh, goddamn, you in my layer now. This is like imagining just going against somebody and they know the whole map of the town, down to the city, down to the route, also down to the people who you gonna use and who they connected to too, right? This is like someone realizing, like, damn, that motherfucker was. It's like the biggest confirmation in the question I.
Let's see how it goes at this point. What are our uploads? 81%. Okay. And like I said, it's a delay. Those other two videos I've been trying to upload for 3 days.
Like I said, I get so much joy just off a simple smile. Especially kids is just like so peaceful, but it's just simple smiles and simple little things that can make people's day. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, like I still remember the lady from Nashville at the hotel. Now, granted, was she on a mission? She had a job, of course. But you want to know what was the beautiful? It was just like the admiration. I was like, look at her shape. And she wasn't dressed up. She didn't have on no makeup. It wasn't like she was looking like hot girl. None of that. Had on like the basic mom stuff like that in cold weather. And all I remember is just seeing her in the walking past, and I was talking to one of the workers there at the hotel, and I just admired her. I was like, ma'am, I was like, you have such a beautiful shape. And she was just like caught off guard, but her smile was gold. And she didn't know how much that meant to me. And I was just like, that's just beautiful. Like I said,
And mind you, it's the chain Hotel Holiday Inn Express at that, if we have to be precise. Oh, Vicky Davis. I'm 24, okay. Let's see where we at with the percentage on this one. 85, moving very slow.
what Diana Ross said, what she did with the Jackson 5. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this a better place if you can. So are you one of those people that can make the world a better place? Or are you one of those people that's making it even worse and a hindrance to even exist in or live in? Most people get into a depression because the lack of support, but then once they realize, like, hey, if you're going to call on that higher power, you must believe. Your lack of belief and your lack of faith says everything. And it'll show in every day, in every moment, that you got to look to create chaos. Every time that you got to look to create dysfunction. Because the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But when you come into peace, God know what war looks like. So when you come in peace, baby, everything's going to always be calm. It's going to feel surreal. It's going to feel like, is this real? But Diana Ross. Because most people be like, she expensive. And I am. I mean, I have an expensive taste. Whatever, like little things. Me enjoying just a slice of piece of chicken wings, enjoying a new restaurant. It's the simplest things. It may cost money, but you know what? I can't pay for it looking at the birds. I can't pay for it just admiring like, hey, this is what silence sounds like. I can't pay for it like, hey, people will walk around every day, but just people observing you, like you don't ever know what another person is going through. It's the simple things in life that I actually get pleasure from. Because most people be like, she expensive, and I am. I mean, I have.
Meaning quality over quantity.
This right now. But you'll have people sit there and have to realize when it comes to people, I can't speak for other people. I can speak and I got to categorize you. Can I learn from you? Will I grow from this? Is there something that I did not know that I may know? Is this a lesson? Will it be a blessing? And if I have to keep taking everything into all those considerations, it's a no. It's a no. And can I make money from this? Because you remember where that dude was like, can I? And he had a wife, and there was another woman that approached. He said, "Can I get a check off of this? Is there a growth about this? Is there a business to do with this? Okay, then no, then get the hell on." You just have to start looking at people and situations as such. Am I growing? Is there knowledge? Is there a gain? Can't have y'all looking at my. Can't have y'all looking at my. You know, at the end of the day, when you gotta test people to just see where they are, I don't care what it is. Religious people be the main culprit of when, like, most of the time, people, if you don't really pay attention, it be religious belong in the dang on church. Because it's like, point them out. Give me one person that you can sit there and tell me that when they call themselves Bible thumping and stuff like that, confirm them about their past and watch them make it about you. No, I need you to stand in your truth before you sit and try to judge anything about anybody. Because first of all, a person that's really into their Christianity, and I only met one pastor that was in it, and he was in Port St. Lucie. He'll tell you straight up, I'm not here to judge you about what you're doing, what you're doing. I'm just here to ask you, are you willing to be saved? Nothing more, nothing less. He wasn't concerned about what you was wearing, what you was talking about. He just wanted to know were you willing to be saved. Not sitting there putting that stuff in. You know, at the end of the day, when you got to test.
And not to mention, he did get money off that situation because when he was doing the lift, but like I said, who am I to condemn him? Him as a pastor or a minister of a church, he knew better. But instead of to go ahead, oh, let me pray for you, whatever the case may be, just to utilize my energy to harvest to get people to come to your ministry, that was the most demonic thing you could ever do. But hey, it is what it is. Marmaduke. Some people like to do what it is that they do, and then other people want to try to assume that, oh, I can do this and get away with it. No, you can't. The gratitude that I do have and appreciation that TikTok do go ahead and put it into your drafts and whatever, and it does put the dates on it to go ahead to be able to timestamp and say, hey, this person really did say this first. I know for me calling out one of those leaders, and I know it's seven more because I said several. Several means seven. There's up to seven more people that's been doing that as well. Someone's last name is Moore that has to do this, or someone could have affiliation to a AKA or a Delta, Morehouse or some sort of things. But of course, it's heavy on, church and things like that. And these people are utilizing the community of people that they have, like, hey, I need some hackers. Well, I know the last person who did cybersecurity. They probably had went to the University of Maryland or some sort to get their hacking in cybersecurity. So it lets me to know that Prasad, because I haven't seen Mark Prasad. Mark Prasad used to come to my house to get his hair braided over there in Ocoee. But then this like someone trying to keep using my content to say, oh, I posted this first and I said this first. No, stupid. Here go the proof and evidence. And whoever decides to be intelligent enough will look at like, oh, she did said this on the 5th. You posted it on that day. Your content went through that day, but mine's went on ahead and miraculously went into the draft. But I'm grateful for it because it's there for the proof to go ahead and say that even though that you put that out on that day, if not maybe 6 to 7 hours after I did, give or take, this is done in the middle of the night. So you may have did it on, this person may have posted on the 6th or the 7th about this, trying to paraphrase everything I said.
Like if I knew way back in the day, you not know, like Granny used to tell you, everybody can't pray on you and everybody ain't meant to lay hands on you. That's no different than when y'all women out here pregnant. Not everybody need to be rubbing your damn stomach because you be sitting there and be like, girl, yeah, let me touch your stomach. I'm quick to, I'll smack you in your stuff. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck if it's his mama, my mama, your mama, they granny. I don't care because sometimes a lot of people don't pay attention to it, and it's 5:55 as I say this. Some of these people be having energies and entities on them. That woman that used to get all them miscarriages and stuff like that, she used to use like it was a birth control. Now she rubbing on your damn belly. You end up having a stillborn. Or you end up having a child with complications because you allow that type of female to touch on your baby. Or she's the one that likes to run her mouth, start trouble, and be real messy. Now your baby coming out with complications. Like if I knew way back in the day, you not know, like.
Let's get to the thick of it. Get to the thick of it. We're gonna make sure we get through all of them.
Because, oh, I only cater to a person that's a Christian. Word, but it usually be your own Christian folks stealing from you. It usually be your own Christian folks out there in the community messing with your children, abusing them, getting them kidnapped, getting your job messed up because before your job was cool,
Connect
but
to the
then when you
internet,
ran
try
back
again.
into
As you
the
can see, I'm
old crew and the
connected,
old people
so
you used to
y'all
go to a
seeing for
different
yourself
church
to
to,
see
now
exactly
you
what's
having
going on.
problems and issues and complications. Like I said, when it comes to that, some people be clinging to damn religion of the benefit to sit there to try to structuralize gaslighting you, abusing you, take advantage of you, blackmailing you, and then get mad at the people that sitting there like, hey, you think I'm going to trust you just because you go into the church? No, sir, no, ma'am. It don't work like that. Show me your humanity. Like I said, it's only one pastor that I can vouch for, and I think he said he was from Cuba. The craziest thing, I always have the greatest things with Cubans. But you know a person's soul and spirit when you see it. There'll be folks, oh, I only cater to a person that's a Christian. Word, but it usually be your own Christian folks stealing from you. It usually.
But y'all see what goes on. Of course, they're gonna try to hack this one as well, just to try to keep, oh no, it didn't work like that. Well, Goofy, otherwise it says we're streaming live, so why would we try to pretend about what the date?
So pay attention to, like, especially if it's a female, and it tends to happen more to females than anything, or the boys that even though they used to act up and shit like that, the mama usually take interest in them once they get older and they making money. Pay attention to those people. Because usually the men, when the mama's taking advantage of them, when they get older and they making money, she was the one that was very mean to him, never nurtures that man. For those girls, that those parents that be after y'all, it be the mama that'll sit there and go like say when you in a relationship, your mama always making it her business to be in your business, or always like who you dating, what you got going on, all this stuff, right? So when you with the person, they making it adamant you need to break up, but then as soon as you break up, they trying to bring them back around. Oh, bring him back over here and then say you distance yourself from everybody. They gonna make it their business instead of the people asking the right question. What made them distance themselves from you? Then they see when it's too late because they the ones abusing. Also pay attention to, like, especially if it's a female, and it tends to happen more to. At the end of the day, you gotta understand, like for me, I never cared to be like, I still don't care for nobody to like me, not to kick it, me, vibe with me, not to like my energy, what I wear, what I dress. I honestly, that's a personal problem. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But however, what you do have to do with me is when you impeded on my boundaries in my business, doing things and mess up my opportunities or mess up somebody trying to be with me and you try to make them my op because you and your feelings because you got caught into some dumb shit, and then it be the people that you don't have nothing in common with, you don't kick it with, you don't talk. That's why when Buddy hit me with like, yeah, why would your family say? First of all, I ain't kicked it with this damn people since I was a kid. They've been against me since I was a kid. It took even my ex-husband, the worst narcissist you can ever meet, had to say it out of his own mouth. Yeah, they was just hating on you because you what you can do. You move, you make moves, you know how to make money. They don't. So they quick to talk about me when at the end of the day, you gotta understand, like for me, I never cared to be like, I still don't care for nobody to like me, not to kick it, me, vibe with me, not to like my energy.
Now, will they end back up in drafts again? Most
And
likely,
most of the time, pay
possibly.
attention. Most people only talk about you because they ain't got nothing better to do. They don't see the potential within themselves. They don't see the capabilities in themselves. They don't see a way to go ahead and create something way better. Because if I feel like something is a problem, I think I should come up with a solution. And if I don't got no solution, I might want Christians or religious thing or shit. Even go to the Quran. Shit, you do right. When you do right, you're going to always do right. You doing wrong and you know you're doing wrong, this is the situations you end up in. These are be people, I gotta stop them from blowing up. I need somebody's at the BP gas station as I speak listening to this shit. And they getting mad because if somebody's blood pressure gonna go on the rise, baby, that apple cider vinegar shot ain't gonna do nothing for you. But you gotta realize I got something to hold you way better than what it is. And most
Of course, you're gonna get to see where it is. We need internet connection. Let's see what gets uploaded.
prime example, start doing better than what it is that people be thinking and assuming about you, and watch them still try to make something about you. If not, they're gonna try to press you. If not, they're gonna stalk you. If not, they're gonna harass you. If you got media forms, you know for a fact they're gonna be your main recruiters. They're gonna be your main ones looking, not liking. They're gonna be the main ones doing your content, making sure that they like you, or at least they separate social medias, take your content to go put it on their own content just to go ahead and try to do this to you. Like I said, that little girl, Christian Lawrence, out there in Durham, North Carolina, that's quote unquote one way or another. It's a lot of people that's gonna have to run a lot of money to y'all. For some of y'all, it's gonna be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aries that gotta run that to you, baby. We ain't gonna be in the games from none of this. Hello. Prime example.
Mind you, I said all this April 5th. Now, of course, y'all can see clearly as day when it keeps saying connect to the internet. I'm connected, so I'm not gonna get myself overly stressed about it. Mind you, this is all in my drafts. This all goes all the way back to there. The other ones go all the way back to March. So
It's no different in certain situations as well. When you have children, and like for me, like I said, I had every reason for me to not ever look back at none of my kids' dads. I had every reason, but like I said, the interference when you don't cut off people, family, relatives. Oh, I was just trying to protect them and love them, but you didn't know how to do that for them as a kid. And clearly, they like for me in my situation is showing clearly. But I had every reason to cut off my baby daddies. That first one, him and his mama stood there. His mama stood there and watched him throw that suitcase at my child. She was 4 months old. The second one, you gave that man the drug to drug me to go ahead and have him. I called you and so-called dad to come get that man out of my house. You made him stay. And I told you he was beating on me. They was only 2 hours away from me, never showed. Third one, dang near almost killed me, but I was every bit in the book before you can even come down. It's no different in certain situations.
there's just certain stories that nobody ever want to talk about, but the facts are the facts, and I can only speak on how I experienced it, as well as the facts of me sitting here having to prove the point and justify the fact everything is authentic. I don't have to purchase. I'm not paying for promotions, none of that. However, as you can see, everything that I be speaking on They put it in here. Oh, you have no internet. Oh, slow down. You're going too fast. Right now, my phone is burning
Which one
hot.
is worse than getting snitched on and say that, hey, the person that you try to take away their kids, you try to stop their money, you went to falsely report me at the Veterans Affairs to say that I was missing. Okay. On top of that, you had people on the outside to try to participate in your nonsense, and you thought y'all wasn't gonna get out for none of it. I hope y'all knew sharp and be able, y'all could talk all that talk, how y'all was doing, how y'all been doing up here at the courts, how y'all been doing false reports to the police, because you got to understand, every time you falsely report to the police, and see, the police got more concerned after getting 4 different calls. On top of that, you want to know what's even more crazier? Why are they getting calls from out of state? In states I ain't never been. Then the worst mistake that you can ever make, I only met your Uncle Puddin, Angela, and that side of your family maybe once or twice. Outside of just probably speaking to them on the phone. Make it make sense. Which one is worse than getting...
So the day of my life as this content creator. So most of the videos that you would see with the lowest views, like me sitting here pinpointing, you see. So they're making it more difficult. As you can see, I have full bars. I have this. So this is how you know. And the phone is like hot. Okay. So eventually I'm probably going to get the warning that my phone is too hot. But every time that they try to hack in and try to slow it down, whoever the hacker is, like I said, it's Fort Walton Beach, Daytona Beach, Boca Raton, Key West, or this person is in Homestead. Those are the 5 places that this person could possibly be at right now. Now, if they had to get somebody out of state to do this right now, I can guarantee you'll find somebody in Baltimore, Virginia, Texas, Nevada, or they'll put their VPN as Iowa, Idaho, New Hampshire, Maine, just to justify what it is that they've been doing. Just, oh no, this is not how it ran. All the videos with the lowest views is because I could call you out on what exactly it is that you're doing. So hopefully I could see that these people were in Palm Beach County that, is helping at this time. So this allows me to know when I had screenshotted. I already know what's up with them. I already know what's going on with the contracts, with the weird shit. But I'm trying to see if they're going to pull this bullshit. Because when the black lady came yesterday, she wasn't expecting to see me yesterday. And she was like, shit, what's you doing up here? Shit, I just want to see how fucking far you're going to take it. I'm not going to get aggressive and I'm not going to get violent. Shit, which one hurts worse? Dig it in your fucking pockets. That's more beautiful. That'll be more immaculate. And then it's like, oh, we can try to have them sign this to just try to keep a disclosure. Ain't no motherfucking disclosure. Ain't no disclosure, Sugarfoot. We already know what's up. Get to the thick of it. Get to the thick of it. It's like, you really know that I know my shit. You don't ever play with somebody and you impeded and interfering with the work I need to do. Cool, bet. Those for the people in Orlando, South Chase.
Tula, do you have And like, with the 4th one, you was willing to slide, you was willing to steal. He stole $7,000 out of the home, which was supposed to get us 3 months of our home rent to be paid up for, all the bills paid for. So whenever I had came back home, only thing we would have been doing is the rest of the money we had saved would have been going towards purchasing a home for the children and for us, our first time. No, baby, that didn't work like that. The last one, the one I had the miscarriages from, sir, you brought the problems to my door. You had 0 issues with helping my so-called family. You had 0 issues while watching these people do what they did. You withheld information. Just because you didn't tell me, withholding the information is just as guilty as lying about it. And then it was like, oh, I wouldn't even tell you if I was carrying your kids. I wouldn't come near you. I wouldn't want your family, because my family damn sure would never, ever, not ever be around me again. And like, with the 4th one, you was willing to slide, you was willing to steal.
Somebody is nervous or anxiety is up. Who are you watching from the outside? Somebody's on the outside watching. That's
like
weird.
I said, I learned my word for ad text, ad value to it because, like I said, you got to be mindful about who around you, who touching on you, who you think is really for you. Because for me, before I can realize, like, damn, you've been my friend for almost 20 plus years, but you was the main setup in a part of this. You betrayed me because they was gonna help you pay off your student loans because you went to college and you accumulated over $240,000 in student loans for your PhD, but you betrayed me for that money to get that paid off. That's why I said when it comes to a friend, family, foe, hoe, keep your distance. But if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But as soon as you lie and cross me, trust me and believe me, I'm gonna be your most beautiful fucking nightmare. But then it's like on top of that, like when it comes to a man and I end up getting pregnant by him, and if ever it happened in the future, sir, it's you and me. I don't want to be around your family. You gonna protect me in this belly. If not, I'm gonna keep going on with my life with no hesitation.
Hello?
Like I said, I learned my work.
Would be people quick to try you, but not quick to sit there and help.
It was like, even the other worst feeling was I had somebody that was considered, like, mind you, I only had two people in my life that I even considered a friend. Now, the one that I considered a best friend for 20 plus years since middle school, baby, now that term is just, baby, that wasn't no friend, that was a foe the whole time. The second one, she knew what was up, but it hurt my motherfucking soul. Like, you still didn't want to speak up, you still didn't want to tell me what's up. That shit hurt my motherfucking soul. You knew I was out here in the fucking bind. And instead of calling me, hey, Rita, what's up? Bitch, and sometimes, like, I'm even the type of person, I don't ever allow my emotions or my situation to be the main corporate of anything. But when I need you and I'm always there for you, where's the return at? But it taught me a very valuable lesson. Be about yourself until the end of the motherfucking day, until someone can reciprocate back to you that they got your 12 and your 6 and you got the 3 and the 9. Just move around, baby, and be about yourself until the end. It was like, even though
People trying to steal the lingo and all that shit.
that's why in life it's like, regardless of what I go through, it ain't ever stopped me from ever treating somebody right. It don't stop me from treating nobody right. You could be the most hateful person. You could be the person trying to underline me, and I'ma still treat you right. I'ma still treat you with love until I can see for myself with my own energy, regardless if it's gonna take me some time to process it. I still treated you right, because regardless of what happened, what anybody start going off and running off, trying to make somebody and badmouth somebody, no, most of the time the first person that's going off to talk bad about somebody, that person was treated so fucking good. They just didn't ever know it, didn't never experience it. They didn't know what the fuck love was. And when you show them, that's when they go and nut the fuck up, show their ass, and they show you every fucking color in the fucking crayon box, but the ones that was never ever fucking created, invented, and they will show you that. And then in the midst of that, I still did not seek revenge or plot on anybody. That's why in life it's like, regardless of what I
For somebody, they'll be like, yeah, you did get a revenge. You told my business. Did I tell your business, or did you go on ahead and expose me on it? Violate my privacy, but yet still stay by and allow it to happen. But I'm not supposed to. That's not revenge. No, that's called speaking up for myself, because the more that I say stay quiet, you're going to feel that it's okay. So the next person is going to come in, they're going to think that it's okay to press that type of boundary. So always be sure when people do stupid stuff like that, pay attention, because it's like the best payback you can give somebody is to go ahead and be a mirror right back to them about what it is that they're doing. Because most of the time people fail to realize you're just mirroring back to them what they give you. Now you look like the butthole. My bad. You can't take what you dish out. And a lot of this is a lot of people can't take what they dish out.
You ever want to know where people are located of when they are trying to view you, or they're stalking you, harassing you? You know how it tells you add locations? In my situation, it's letting me know, because in a certain algorithm and certain things and places, it'll let you know. Now, in a certain situation for somebody, if you're figuring out your own case and your own investigation, be prepared for people to start banging your line. But if you banging this line, the money need to be in my account before you get to talking to me. Money need to be in my account before you get to talking to me. Because we ain't got nothing to talk about. Because you got to understand, everything that y'all created and caused, which was not on my own accord, that I did on my own. You got to understand, there will be people willing to hate on you. There will be people waiting just to see if they can unite with people who got vendettas against you, just to do things, just to set you up, just to harm you and hurt you and try to cause difficulties. You ever want to know where people are located of when they are trying to? Also, for somebody like when Sheila did the Eastern Star, she had a target, and it was this girl Brittany. I was like, I feel bad for her. I said, if this case go bad or something go bad, she should make this girl take the fall, and she gonna tell her husband and everything. But I was like, that's neither here nor there. But like I said, when even in federal cases, they go back 10 years. For somebody, they had to go back 11 years. For somebody, you went to, it could have been DMV, it could, wherever it is that you went, okay? Fingerprint, they got your fingerprint, they got your retina, and they did another scan on you. This is on a state and federal level. And whatever you did, it hit. And so you already got the attention. So there's already eyes on you. So even if they're still doing illegal surveillance, they're watching these people who still trying to watch you, and baby, how they're coming in. Also, for somebody like, for someone, it's someone trying to give you subliminals like, oh, I'm your auntie, oh, I'm this. And I feel like you can care less who they are. For someone, you could actually build a relationship, but for somebody, don't even give these folks no time at all. For somebody, they intentionally delayed this situation on purpose. Like something was supposed to happen 26 to 34 days ago. For somebody, 11 months ago. So whatever it is, someone's trying to flee to Mexico. I don't want to go to Mexico no more. Deportation ICE. So some of these people's status is at risk too. But whoever it is, honey, they are in for the worst awakening. Like, it's like I low-key want to feel bad, but I won't. For someone, it's someone trying to give you subliminals like, oh, I'm your auntie, oh, I'm this. And I feel like you can care less who they are.
Show me where the viewer can see something.
For someone,
Me personally, I ain't never see that, but y'all seen that as well.
Relationship.
So that means someone's in the back of the phone trying to look up the guidelines of how they can go ahead and slow down either the phone or the video or slow something down. But somebody figure out how to slow it down so my uploads won't get up there. But it's like you either, most likely they had to pay somebody because these last two videos is going to be important.
Let me put you up on game, and then they mess around and find out you the one really putting them on game. The whole time you the one putting them on to game. And they like, I ain't know all of that. No shit, Sherlock. I know. Clearly it showed, because why would you even do it that way and pretend like you didn't know? But like for me, the worst thing that anybody could do, like, I was like, shit, people really do gaslight people. People really do stonewall. This shit is a real thing. It was actually a psychological experience because it was just getting this 25 to life. Somebody about to get 11 years, another person getting 25, another person getting 38 because they snitching. But I'm just telling you, I'm trying to put y'all on some game.
I'm gonna let it run again since they did this reconnecting weird
Let
stuff.
me put you up on game, and then
Because someone, like I said, they're trying to play and they don't want this out.
The whole time you would want putting them on to game. And they like, I ain't know all of that. No shit, Sherlock. I know. Clearly it showed, because why would you even do it that way and pretend like you didn't?
Now let's see if that middle part gets recorded. You're gonna see this part twice.
It's like, shit, people really do gaslight people. People really do stonewall. This shit is a real thing. It was actually a psychological experience because it was just like, when people go out here talking about she crazy, she crazy. Now all of a sudden, oh, she ain't crazy. She was actually right. And she was trying to keep me from even getting this 25 to life. Somebody about to get 11 years, another person getting 25, another person getting 38 because they snitching. But I'm just telling you, I'm trying to put y'all on some game. That's it.
But They ain't want to listen. They still want to go against it.
And for someone, it was just like Mississippi is the main one. This is like somebody from, oh, I'm from the Mississippi Delta. I really don't care. I've been to Mississippi that one time and I didn't ever go back and didn't ever want to go there because the prediction and prophecy, now it's time for it to occur. You remember, it was like, we got to hurry up and get them right back to Oklahoma because what they just said. Yeah. See, when most people be like, so how you know about 33rd degrees? I can over exceed any 33rd degree that you ever had, and I've done that numerous times. Your stars, those women, I pay them no mind. They are low lives compared to me, okay? Because it's like, for you to participate in something that is so low life, it says more about them. You know what I'm saying? These are just people, oh, because my husband and it. 10 times out of 10, if I told you the truth about Masons, y'all would be very disgusted and be even shocked that you even slept with some of them. Yeah, for someone, it was just like,
facts are facts. Facts are the facts, Jack.
there will always be people to try to make you feel like you're less than. There will always be people that want to make you feel insecure. That's why it's always important to have self-certainty. That's why it's important to have discernment. That's why it's important to have confidence in self, because when you're starting to look for that outside validation, that's when they get you. That's when they get you. You want to be crew? They got you. You want to be part of the organization? They got you. You want to be, ooh, they're the high class crew. Got you. Because now they know what weaknesses of you and what part and position that you will play when it comes to that organization, that crew, or that group, or that society, or whatever. They got you. That's why you got to know your self-worth, self-love, self-confidence. You have to know who you are, because the world will tell you who you are if you do not know who you are.
Facts. That right there was just mainly, that's 43 minutes worth of content. 43 minutes worth of content. Reckless, but crazy. But of course, I know for a fact we're going to run into some issues with the uploading. So it might end up back into my drafts again. We'll do an update later on this afternoon and just see how they go. So in this point, someone is definitely in their ego. They're 54 years old. How are y'all grown adults? Y'all way older than me playing this game. Like someone just is not. Something about ordinance. This February 6th, but someone is definitely between 46 and 62 years old. That's crazy work. And for someone, they've been cloaking their energy, and a lot of these people, and most of these people that they've been utilizing, say these people are like 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. So they're utilizing these kids that are in their 30s, 20s, and early teens to get away with certain things that they're doing, as if this is like 1996 again or something like that. Like someone is not grasping the concept of what it is that they're doing. This is a February Pisces and a July Pisces. Also, someone is a Virgo. I'm hearing a Virgo, Aries, Leo, Pisces, and heavy on the Virgo. Someone is definitely in their 50s. Up to age 55, 52, 55, 57. So someone could be between the age of 52 and 57 at this time. Also, I'm getting up to somebody could be all the way up to fucking 75 years old. That's like participating in doing this because it's like, I'm hearing they're desperate to like shut something down. But I'm hearing someone saying, no, if you shut it down, you're basically making that, like someone not realizing that them doing this to me, you're proving the point more valid every single time. Shutting down my YouTube, you're proving my point valid of everything that I've been saying. Shut down my TikTok, you're proving everything valid. So if you wanted to create the cognitive dissonance, allow it to go through if you feel that it's fake or false information. And someone is sitting here like, well, there's not much conversation because I made it very clear and very valid. You want conversation? I need money in my bank account. We're not talking without funds. And then if you want to knock on my door and you want to bring some paperwork, I will look over it and I have 72 hours and I will get back to you to pick or choose if I want to sign your NDA On what grounds, or AKA your gag order that you wanted to do. Someone's name is, last name is Duke. So someone could work for Duke or have shares or stock or own locally in whatever state it is. And listen, I'm going to give you 60K every month. Okay, your stipulation to the situation. You make sure that this information, okay, get it, got it, cool. But however, what part are you in this situation? Because if anything, I should be getting free light and water from you as well, on top of whatever it is that you're going to be paying me every month. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, I would like a share. I would love a share in Duke Energy. I would love a share. That's very great. Grit. Someone is named Grit. Somebody could be eating grits or something like that. But that would be a great incentive for myself. I would greatly appreciate that. And then it's like, okay, well, this definitely will put them in. Yes, even if it puts me in a different tax bracket, but that's none of your concern to be trying to calculate and predict or figure out how much is it that they're getting. Because whoever's working for the bank on the bank that I'm in right now, before y'all getting ready to decide to keep delaying, because somebody's name is Delaney and DeChaney. The longer you delay it and you keep trying to say, ha 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 ha, that's why I have the power and control to do this. The longer I'm hearing someone saying, what's your commands, my dear? Well, my commands is when it's time for you to go ahead and take whoever this butthole is down, whatever it was, that if it was originally for them to give me just 60,000 a month, or now can we make this for every day that they delay, make sure that I get 60K per each day that they delay. So whatever 60K that they already signed a contract for you to do as your job to go ahead and give to me every month, or now I would prefer to go ahead and get that weekly. Because for every delay for each person that was to go ahead to individually compensate themselves and to get out of this and for me to quit speaking to them, I want whatever the agreement is that they agreed to pay for the month, because they know they can't afford to give me the hugest lump sum. I want that for every day that they delay. I want that weekly. That's my demand right there. So whatever this payment is that they wanted to negotiate with you as the attorney or with this judge to do so, I would tell them clearly for every day that they delay and every time that they keep playing with this. And if you want that person to sign your NDA, for every day that every day delayed, calculate how much that they were willing to pay a month. Now I want that a week. I feel that it's fair and that's beyond just. Because if they felt that it was okay for all the other things to go on, now granted, it's you trying to pull yourself out of it, but that's my terms and my ground to that NDA for that gag order. I won't ever speak on you again. But however, you're going to learn to not ever to do it to somebody ever again. So if we're going to do a gag order, that's what the demand is, because considering you feel like the ball is in your court. No, let's see if we're going to go ahead to this judge, because even the judge is going to realize I can't even play this shit. You want to know why that judge is going to say, I'm not even going to play in it? Because, hey, a lot of people got a lot of things to lose, and a lot of people are realizing, hey, you know sins and secrets, and people do talk from beyond the grave. So, hey, if you had an enemy at some given point, hey, we can always open up cold cases. There's always a missing person. There's always something being trafficked. There's also something illegally being done in containers in logistics every day. So which way do we want to play this one? And considering whoever it is that you're getting involved in this, a Capricorn and a Pisces, and this Gemini person, or because all of this is the cause of an Aquarius or this Libra fucking female, or this is a man in very fucking feminine energy feeling like he gotta prove a point. Get your bravado off, bro. Did your testicles even drop yet? Because like, how you acting? Do you need my menses? You're dealing with boys who think they're cuter than you? Ooh, you're on your period, now he's on his cycle too? Like, what the fuck? Like, make it make sense, like logical sense. And then it's like, if I can point it out, and clearly if I had to go ahead and purchase some sort of gadget to make sure to verify it, I'm 1,000% sure. Now you got even bigger problem. So now, even though you already created right now, because I can guarantee if I call any lawyer in where I am currently, oh no, we'll get back to you, and they're going to wait about 2 days. Oh, can I get the information about your case? They're going to pull the same shit again. They're going to pull the same shenanigans. So what's the point of you even trying to reach out to an attorney when you know you're playing a fucking game? But like I said, I'm not tripping because somebody, the longer you keep playing with me, go ahead and 20 years fed in the penitentiary. Don't drop the soap. Or ma'am, make sure you have plenty of honey buns so she don't come over there trying to get some of your cookie. This shit, it just works like that. We have options because someone feels like, ha 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 ha. Sir, please don't be political. Because considering how far your ties are, any political person has a fetish and any political person has a secret and a sin hidden. It's too easy to pinpoint it. And then it's like, I thought you were naive and I just thought you was dumb and stupid to even feel like you was going to keep playing this game, especially whoever the fuck this Aries Taurus person is. What gave you this bright idea? We're going to prolong it. What made you think that I wasn't going to look up the place that I'm at? Because it's like, let's see what it is that we're going to do today. Now, granted, was there a possibility that I already knew it was going to be either the cameras or it was going to be drugs planted somewhere? It was going to be one of the two things. The maintenance man had to stop to do what it was that he was doing yesterday because didn't God say, I'm going to reveal to you physically every victim or a person who made you a victim? Because I ain't no victim to none of this shit. You not victim. It happens, shit happens, life goes on. It is what it is. But however, let's make sure that this don't ever happen again to not one more person. This shit needs to stop right now. It needs to stop. See, back in the early 90s, early 2000s, we didn't have access to this type of shit. We didn't. We low-key did, we just didn't know the intricacies and the aspects of how to work the system. Was still alive, how disgusting they would be if some of y'all to sit here and watch this. That's disgraceful, that's distasteful. You really just go ahead and stream somebody and feel it's okay to keep selling it to the next person and put them on, get ready to do this? Why else did you want to go ahead and create the law, DeSantis and Rubio, to go ahead and make sure that you got to put your driver's license on the adult site? Oh, don't worry, because if we go on there about 15 years ago, a lot of your political peoples there's a little group on the hub. That's why they got to have IDs, and a lot of people pull back from even watching that adult site. It's because a lot of y'all political figures and y'all little private groups where people will have to pay like $20 to $200 just to view whatever videos you have posted up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, if the feds wanted to verify and go check for themselves, of course they can pull any identity, but I can bet a little bit of money, the little bit of $100 that I got left, I'm pretty sure they can find some videos on you. I'm pretty sure. That's if you wasn't able enough to get somebody to go back 10 years ago to delete it for you. The Prasad kid, the Raji kid, the Shangi kid, meaning you're hiring the kids from India, right? But you don't like their ass like that, right? But you hiring them to go ahead and try to clean this up. They figured out their family homes, internet, and things and such was compromised. You figure that the person who was the video game streamer, aka hacker, in the background, because everybody's like, damn, that motherfucker don't ever leave home, and his parents always talking shit, and he's always complaining about his parents doing this, but he's the main money source in that home. He don't give a shit about what his parents saying, because you want to know at the end of the day, that little Indian, little rich ass kid, they living off that motherfucker kid. He making 20,000 a second, if not a day. And someone's like, how the fuck do you know this? It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to figure this shit out. I've been true to this game and knew this game since fucking 2002 and how it was ran. So you knew shit. I even knew the plot and plan from when I was in Afghanistan. Let's talk about it. But oh no, that's sticky grounds, because now I'm walking into confidential information of Fort Campbell, Fort Bliss. I shouldn't even be at Fort Bliss information right now. That's crazy work. Someone was retrieving information from Fort Bliss, Fort Knox. I don't go on those grounds. Now, granted, do you have to circulate certain blood work or things like that, which you shouldn't, because you should have those things here locally. Oh, she's really on to us. I've been on to you. especially the one over there in Washington or Oregon, Maine. Those are the one of the three places he includes to them. No one. Money here. So what are we talking about? And I'm not talking about, oh, 50K, let me give her 100K. No, that's not going to do it no more. As before, that's like lowballing myself in this situation. You at least at minimum would have to offer me 6 million. And that's only just for one person. That's only for a small piece. And no, I'm not going to sign your shit because I'm not authorized. Technically, I give you this 6 million if you sign this for me and say that you won't mention me no more. But we got to keep the secret and everything else. No, why don't you make sure that everybody that was involved in this, easy 6 million. If you got that here to me today, maybe there's a possibility I could probably back off some of these things. It's a possibility without any contract or whatever. I'll probably even get off social media for about a year. 6 million. If you can drop me 6 million within the next 2 hours, there, look, confirmation. If you could send 6 million about in the next 2 hours, maybe there's a possibility. And then you must call me. As a matter of fact, no, you must face me eye to eye and have this conversation. With no ill intent, because any ill intent, oh yeah, I promise you, it'll be history in the making. That will be the last time you do some stupid shit. I guarantee it. And I should be able 6 million in whatever car off a lot without a tracker. So meaning we'll go up there, I choose the car, the 6 million is there, and it's not coming out of my pocket. It's your gift to the first person who decides to do that. Maybe I'll fall off of here for about a year. Maybe, your choice. But we're doing something so horrendous, you want them to stay silent? Make it make sense. But the facts are the facts, and we're gonna leave it at that. But if we could do something within the next hour or two, we can have a very huge discussion about something, even though it's way much more money than that I should be getting, and which I know I will still get, because now at this point with everything going on and how skillful I am, yeah, we already in a situation where I should be at the billions, but with the 843 million that y'all already stole, I know a lot of people who have already played in that part ain't got enough money for that to go ahead and give that right back. Because right now, honestly, with everything that has went on and how far y'all took it, y'all know this whole situation. And for this case to stay silent, you would have to give me 6 billion. Not million. Million is basically trying to say, oh, you're a impoverished motherfucker. You'll just take this. No, this 6 million is offered for one person. And that one person know exactly who the fuck they are to stay the fuck off my radar. And they want to stay off my radar. But the whole case in itself, we're already at 6 billion. That's not considering the personal injury. The 6 billion is just for the situation. Now the rest of the compensation in between that, now we got a whole different conversation. Because for everybody involved and for how far it went in there, I would want 6 million from every person involved. Even the gang stalkers, cyber stalkers, you name it, cyber bullies, whatever the fuck. Even the ear hustlers, I want 6 million from all of them. If it's a married couple with kids and they struggling with insurance, oh well, that wasn't my problem. I need 6 million from their asses. If not, lock their ass up. I feel that is justice. Someone's like, no, actually your case is worth 600 billion. I know for a fact it can be, because how much that y'all manufactured to the black web, certain countries, and then some. So I can only imagine how much money that they made off of those tapes, videos, false videos that they did, false copyrights, stealing my writings, not to mention, hey, we already knew that person had complex PTSD, with our intent to keep on intensifying it, to cause psychological issues. Then not to mention, we did gaslight this person and give false test results to make it seem like this person has this type of disease, when actually they don't ever get these disease. They're actually immune to them, and we really need this person because their blood is very useful for something that we wanted to do in bioengineering, which Elon Musk and Tesla has, his company has took a very big interest. It's a black girl that does this. So of course I know that now we're dealing with racism because hey, if it's a white person or somebody else and they realize it, so it's this black person that's doing that, of course it would piss me the fuck off and make my blood boil, and not to think that it's not my people. No, it was never your fucking people. It's always been me. I wasn't fucking oblivious to it. I just wanted to see how fucking far people would take it. And me realizing now of all these years how far people would really be taking it, you're trying to feel like, why is it that they're so calm? Because if it was you people who's watching me on the outside trying to you, oh yeah, you would have been popped off. You would have created a massacre. You would have, yes, I can guarantee you would have created a massacre. I know for a fact y'all would have. Because there is somebody saying this shit could not happen. But sometimes God's will is my will. Take the wheel, Jesus. Take the wheel, Jesus. And I'm letting Jesus take the wheel. This is above me now. So anything occurring to people, you get locked up, immigration, kids missing, the people getting sick, certain things is going on, you're getting investigated and didn't know how people caught on to you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You should have treated me right. I tell people all the time, you do right, you get blessed. You do me wrong, then that's between you and whoever you pray to. You decided to do. Because I approach every person, regardless of who you are, with genuine heart. And even if my intuition and my discernment telling me, Shrita, they are your enemies. But even if you are my enemies, God is preparing that table for you to understand. When he blesses you, every enemy, you say, God, reveal to me my enemies. He will reveal them to you. And once he revealed them to you, he will allow you, depending on how far and how much harm that they choose to do with you. God only asks you, never leave you nor forsake you, but just make sure you still handle the situation with a kind heart. I still handle y'all with kindness. I will still say hi, even though I know your hi is the fucking lie. Hi! It's a fake hi, but hey, how you doing? Have a great day. I mean that shit. You might not, but I do. So guess what? I know the importance of staying in genuine. I know the importance of being genuine. I done got my ass smacked way before y'all trying to feel like, oh, we're going to create it. What you was creating was bullshit. What I had to go through was hard shit. It's a hard knock life. I've been through it. So anything that y'all been doing to me since 20 years old up into current, you wasn't really doing nothing. You wasn't doing anything that I ain't already seen. So y'all sitting here like him. So this is why she ain't popped off. This is why she ain't gonna knock on their door. This is why she ain't said nothing. Why the fuck would I waste my time? It gotta be in you, not on you. Some people like to wear it on. God. I'm not a fake who the fuck I am. If I'm gonna cuss your ass the fuck out, trust and believe me, I'm gonna cuss your ass the fuck out if needy. But if it ain't necessary shit, I can see when you already depressed. So why? If you ain't got nothing, don't say shit at all. Most of the time, if I'm walking assignment, let's just say the shit that I was gonna say. Even if you sitting there thinking I'd be ready to belittle them, I guarantee I was gonna make sure that you was gonna go ahead and go on a mission where you're already at the edge. So why would I add to something that you already living in fucking misery? Misery loves company, and I ain't fit to be your fucking company. But I will allow you to know, hey, I already know what the fuck it is and what your intent is and what you're trying to intensively meet me with hate. And now guess what? What did they always say? God said, kill them with what? Kindness. So you know what fucks people head up every time? Every time that you do hateful shit, I'm gonna be more kinder. I'm gonna be more nicer. I'm gonna be a little bit more compassionate. I'm gonna be super fucking understanding, even though it's some grounds where you just be like, motherfucker, you deserve to get your head knocked off your fucking shoulders. But is it necessary? No. It's gonna piss you off more that it's like, damn, she ain't even say nothing back. What the fuck the point for? I hope you have a great day. You look beautiful. And I'm a genuinely mean it, even though you a dirty, ugly ass inside person and you dead on the inside, you still look beautiful outside today. Today's a beautiful day. Then you get mad at me because of shit. You can still find the positivity. Because guess what? For every negative thought, there takes 5 fucking positive thoughts to clear out every bit of negative. But when you create balance and harmony within thyself, guess what? I can give you balance and harmony. And now you're looking stupid because your intent is to come with hate, hate, hate. The devil lives in what? Chaos and confusion. It's meant to destroy, kill, and more, right? So you're coming with the chaos. I'm coming with peace. Now you're looking stupid because it's like, so this not working? No, you're just going to keep streaming and trying to make money off of me on the internet. Like, did she walk out of there with no clothes on? Look at her with no shame. Oh, well, at least I'm comfortable in my skin. Are you comfortable in yours? I highly doubt it because you had to like lower yourself. And which one will be more embarrassing? That the longer you do it, and then once they really do decide to go ahead and hit y'all with the sting, I feel like those people who feel like that they, I don't feel like it's going to be so fucking funny when they SWAT, DEA, ICE, Feds, we got a warrant. We're here to search your house. Now everybody quiet. Now we ain't got shit to say. Now you're sitting here. I don't watch them, but they catching your ass as they knocking on that door because they listening for a little bit before they even come bust the door. Watching you watch me on your TV. Watching you go ahead and have the volume of stupid. You remember you want to make it a group effort, right? Everybody's stupid. Now everybody getting them texts. Now everybody getting those, the people that got the money, y'all getting them courtesy calls, ain't you? Hey, you know that this name came across our paper. Some of y'all done got that fucking shit within the last 10 hours. For somebody within the last 10 days, somebody got information about that. Y'all wonder why, like, shit. It's jumping with certain people, but it's only jumping with the low-life people that y'all recently had to put on. It's only jumping with the low lives, the ones that don't really have all the full information. They was just the ones that go ahead and, hey, you make sure you do the ear hustling. Hey, you make sure. These motherfuckers is oblivious, now realizing that they already got 10 years on their ass. Not no unbeknownst to them, they don't know it's already 10 years on you. Now, considering, like I said, in certain people's cases, when they know how traumatic it is and how deep a situation is, because I keep trying to tell you, the longer that y'all keep playing with this shit, my kids is in here. Let me get the information that any of my kids is going to have an even bigger problem. I swear to you. I ain't got to make no promise. I swear to you, you got a way bigger problem. No, it ain't no hoodoo or voodoo that I'm going to do, but guarantee you, you will be sitting there feeling like you're going through a psychotic break. You're not going to feel safe in your own home. You're going to freak the fuck out. Why is the light not working? What's going on with my stove? You sitting there hearing shit. Ain't nobody. You sitting here thinking, like, am I losing my mind? What the fuck going on? And they fucking looking at you like you stupid because remember, some of y'all sitting here lying significant others and family like, no, I ain't doing none of this. And undercover. Now it got to come to the light. What's even more embarrassing, where you thought you're doing it incognito, trying to hide this shit, now you got to be public. What's more embarrassing than sitting there thinking like, oh, I ain't got nothing going on, and then you get that open up and they hit your ass with them cuffs and you walking outside your door unbeknownst to you, shit, the news is already lined up because you thinking that ain't nobody gonna know about this. No, the news people and some of y'all people, y'all done had a whole lot of people that were informants. Y'all done had a lot of people that was already on the inside that was fucking feds. You already had people on the inside that was fucking journalists trying to get the tea. They was waiting for the opportunity when the shit dropped. You wouldn't be fucking, if I was a nobody, you wouldn't be fucking watching me. Make it make sense. It could be one person sitting here, but I can guarantee you it's about 23 to 123 fucking people on the outside of this fucking video watching right now. If I was a no fucking body, what is this so important to slow me down? Don't worry, I'll wait. What is the importance to slow me down for? If I'm just such this nobody. Because it got to be somebody if you got to go this hard on a person. That's why I don't ever want to hear nobody talking about, oh, they thought they was a nobody, they was a little. For somebody to be so little or be such a nobody, it's a whole bunch of somebodies coming to this shit just to get the information and try to fill in the pieces that they fucking need to try to get out of this shit. No, you can't get out of this, Unique. You can't get out of this, Ulysses. Can't get out of this, you rallies. You can't get out of this, my pajambi friend. Ain't no getting out of this shit. Ain't getting out of this, Victor. Ain't no getting out of Ain't no you was true to this. I'm 20 years in the game. I'm 30 years in the game. I got this. Now you look goofy as shit. Now some of you motherfuckers who's part of this three-strike rule. Remember 1993? So for somebody involved in this, they on their third strike, baby. You ain't getting out. You doing automatically life. Oh, we're gonna funnel it through this investment group that we just made. The one stupidest shit, don't ever update your copyrights to show the current year. You want to know why? Because in that current year, you're allowing someone to be able to track who created this, the copyright. Everything is public record once you can create copyrights, right? Right. So on top of you creating that, who create the website? Most of the people either have to put IP, their name, or have a tag to it, because especially when you have copyrights, it's going to lead you to a trail of who actually created it. So when I'm having to look up Bell Partners, I'm like Greensboro, South Carolina, oh, Atlanta, Georgia, Denver. I was like, these places look very fucking familiar. But then I'm like, Bell's partner, Bell's Inc. If I had to go all the way back, that's out of fucking Oklahoma. That's right out of Lawton. So I was like, I said, that also has ties to Galveston. It also has ties to Nevada, California, Hawaii. So I was like, all right. But it definitely has ties, of course, in the Carolinas. So I was like, all right, who else would you find with the Bells? Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. The most states, or in Vermont, you wouldn't, these are not the particular states that colored people or black people would. If you have an open mind, I'm not concerned about your skin color. I can give two shits about you, blue, black, purple, pink, yellow, Irishman. I can give two shits about that. But what I do give a shit about is, hey, the knowledge, the capacity. Do you have the brain to actually fucking think it all the way through? And someone's like, oh, shit. Yeah, you can't create a narrative that the fucking person is racist. No, right now you just created a fucking boundary where you wanted me to not like Hispanic motherfuckers. Great job. You did awesome with that. I already dislike being around black people, so doing a great job. You're doing awesome with that part. Then, with white people, hey, it just comes along with the territory. That's over 400 to 500 years of fucking history. Why would I give a shit about the black and white situation? We've been doing this shit for about 400 or 500 years, okay? So I'm not gonna give a shit. That's just natural, especially in the United States of America, you know what I'm saying? And then you go on to other races and nationality. To me, I can look at them and say, hey, they're just miseducated. You wanna know why? Do you think China got black people there every day? Nah. Does Korea got black people over there every day? Nah. India do, but India based themselves off of what? A caste system, right? But if we had to go back to the caste system and go back to actually unlearning and to relearn motherfuckers, a lot of people will be feeling like, I know, goofy. People be making people seem like they're fucking intelligent. You could be not be intelligent. Someone's like, huh? You could be smart, but not fucking intelligence. There's a difference. Do you think everybody was able to have a fucking conversation with Albert Einstein? No. Do you think everybody was capable of carrying on a conversation with, what's his name, Isaac Newton? No. Do most people are able to carry on a conversation with Elon Musk? No. You want to know why? Yes, granted, is he an asshole? No, but the motherfucker got the tism. The motherfucker is a dick because, hey, sometimes if you run people a certain way, they're going to learn to be like that. It's like talking to Elon Musk is like talking to a fucking robot itself. The facts are the fucking facts. But if you're going to do some shit and you're going to make it just us, okay? Not just US, but just us. JUSTICE. Fair is fair. But I already stated my demands of how it's going to be. 6 million, 2 hours. And if we can't do that, and you're more than welcome, because I know you're a political figure, I know you work for a sheriff department, I know for the fact who you work with, to go ahead and try to work around to get out of the contract so I don't sign that shit. That's crazy work. We want you on the law before we can do this. Even none of you will be able to touch it. And thoroughly, they still going to do the investigation. And once they figure out, they still going to arrest people. This is like someone saying like, damn, well, if we get rid of all this before then, you think they're not already trailing that? If the person is considered a missing person, missing child, and depending on with this, it's like with the ties, everybody's like, shit, you really got ties to the cartel? I've always had ties to them. Mafia, you name it, underworld, dark world. So I know what dark looks like. So of course, picking up your behavior and traits, that's the easiest thing to notice right at the fucking door. You know who's corrupt. I'll know you're fucking corrupt from the front door. Shit, by basic 10-minute people like, you can't figure a person out in 10 minutes. Yes, the fuck you can. You're just a dumb, regular human that you don't get that part. I lived in New York and that don't mean shit to me. You'll be sitting there talking to your fucking enemy thinking that they your best friend. And that's your biggest op that's setting you up within the next 10 hours. I've seen it happen numerous times. Yeah, we bang together. We go get this thing together. And now, Goofy, now you're in the grave by yourself. Now your ass sitting here looking stupid because now you locked up and you wonder why how you end up getting locked up and you committed a crime with your friend, but your friend ain't going getting locked with you. Now you sit here like, how that happened, motherfucker? You was smiling with your op the whole time. You thought that you were your friend. I've been there. How many times I've explained? She was my friend. She was quote unquote supposed to be a friend from middle school, with not knowing she was my monitoring spirit and my whole op the whole time. So learning the mannerisms and knowing the technique and tactic shit, the motherfucker can have a PhD. Oh, we're friends. And they plotting on your ass the whole time. They plotting on your marriage. They plotting on your kids. They plotting on your home, your career. And position somebody right now sitting here like, ain't no way. Miami-Dade, broski. And that lieutenant, oh, she gunning for you, bruh. I try to give y'all a heads up. It's not like, oh, you a hateful motherfucker. I should be hateful to Miami-Dade. I should be hateful to any sheriff department right now. I should be laying everybody's shit out there. Do you think I fucking care? No, I honestly don't, but fair is fair. Because how she's going to pull this fight and with this being racism and stuff like that, oh, she's going to give up information from what she did participate in and what she do know. So with her already getting the court case started and me giving you a head up just because you the general of the fucking place, that don't mean shit. But if she got enough dirt to go ahead and get them to look into you, oh, they gonna look into you. It ain't no different. Didn't Kentucky, didn't that man, that judge go ahead and unalive himself before them feds came in? Indeed. Because he knew he was gonna be beyond embarrassed. Some people don't know how to take back and stand in a position to understand, shit, I can care two shits about what you and what you feel, because what you eat don't make me shit. You're drinking your own poison. That's like trying to make a poison for me to drink, but you drinking your own fucking poison. How you killing me and you drinking your own poison? You creating the chaos and you getting stressed out, having migraines and headaches, chest palpitations, having asthma attacks, can't breathe, you getting mad, your blood pressure going up. It seems like I'm doing 10 times better because all the money that you are getting right now, trying to Google, you're having to take all that fucking money and try to in your health, and you're not really getting a chance to enjoy it, because when you was getting enjoying it, it was actually feeding your diseases, your disorders, or your illnesses. Now y'all can't think properly. Oh, they told me I had a tumor. They told me I was almost about to have an aneurysm, and my asthma, and my chest. I'm having really bad anxiety. I can't breathe. Shawty, you having a panic attack, because now you don't know how to counteract certain shit when the facts are the facts. And most people get upset whenever the facts are presented. It's going to always be people. That's why I tell people, be careful what the fuck you do with who you trying to make crew, because most of the time you got to remember, when people trying to be crew, hey, these 3 people know more about the situation than the other 5, right? But at least the other 3 that was along with that one person who started the shit, they know bits and pieces about the main stuff that the other 5 don't know, right? But they remember what they were saying, right? But when a lot of people start to wake up like, hey, hold up. You said, and then when these same people that's doing this shit that was doing it, I can guarantee and I can bet the little bit of $100 that I got in my fucking purse right now, that every person is sitting here taking through this content. Wait a minute, but didn't you say this? And you going back to question every person that had got you involved in the bullshit, and they going back to question these folks. But I thought you said. Now you catching them up in lies. They stories are switching up. Or you hearing them say, but if they didn't, but you supposed to be the trusted adult. You supposed to be protecting and serving, right? You supposed to be the one to give me bedside manner and make sure that I can get healed enough to go home, right? You supposed to be the one to give me justice in a court of law, right? You should be the person to make sure that all the laws and standards should be in place, right? But now that person had brought all this shit right. You're supposed to be the person on the pulpit to sit there and say, God is here for you, right? Now everything that person had fucking told you, now you're realizing that motherfucker told you everything based off a fucking lie because they had a vendetta. But girl, you remember you told me this back in 2010. Oh, I did, girl. I don't remember. You know, I got this thing in my head. Bitch, that ain't no excuse. You said what you said. They're putting the pieces together. You can't remember the fucking lie you said. Now you getting a headache and migraine. Girl, I'm gonna go lay down. My head hurting. No, your head ain't hurting. You just mad because you got caught up in a lie. And now all the people involved, you're putting their lives in jeopardy. Oh, you didn't tell me that you was involved with this. You didn't tell me that you had ties to this. Girl, I know how deep this shit is. I thought we was just doing this with the doctor in the hospital. I thought we was just doing this with the church. Bitch, you did what? For somebody, it's gonna be somebody thinking they having to get together, and someone's gonna come in and give somebody a fucking folder, and somebody it's gonna be about 1 to 10 people or 2 other people around this person. They gonna see this person, the folder that they, like I said, someone try to give them a courtesy, but this is a courtesy to let somebody know, hey, they own to your ass. This is like someone physically have to go to this person, Tupple's home or whoever it is, and I'm seeing them come with this damn folder, just like I'm hearing somebody say, like they don't even have no words, because even this person already, lawyered up. They trying to figure out what kind of contract they fit to come up with. Somebody, this folder and this information, they already doing up their shit to get out of it. Because I'm hearing individual compensation, and then it's going to have to be a whole group compensation, federal compensation, and then some. But this person that's going to do their own individual compensation with this NDA to get their stuff out of the way, shit, I'm completely okay. As long as you can come to me with the full truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, I'm not tripping. Compensate me for the shit that you did. Now, does it take away from the mental, the emotional, the psychological, and does it bring back my children? Hell no. Will it ever bring back everything that I fucking lost? Hell no. But what it will go ahead and fill in the fact that you acknowledging, whether you genuinely want to apologize or not, will it make up for the fact that, hey, I'm going to take accountability, I fucked up. Whether you said it or not, hey, I'm going to make sure I send this person, $20,000 for the next, every week for the next year. Cool. Can you make sure you sign this for me? Cool. Stay out of my radar, stay out of my shit, stay off my content. We at peace, let bygones be bygones. That's adult-like and that's mature. But at least to me, in my mind, whether that person choose to be acceptable, guess what? Because guess what? That's the mental and emotional torture that they got to go through, not me. They got to sit with that, not me. But I can sit with that and be more graceful because, hey, God set it upon me to say, baby, that was what they are capable of doing with their ability. So who am I to push you to sit there? You got to take it. No. They took accountability. I'm going to compensate you. I took that out on my own to hire my own person to go ahead and get this paperwork. Even if I got to put it in an NDA or whatever the case, I'll be an ally to you to help you, whatever. Because some people just don't know how to apologize. You think I'm going to get mad at that? No, depending on who it is, I can respect the man that can come to my face and say, I will individually compensate you and make sure you cool. I can respect the woman that can come to you and be like, hey, here you go. People fuck up. I have enough common sense to know that. I have a godlike heart that I've been grateful for, which I've always thought my whole life since a kid. I thought it was a blessing and a curse. God, why you have to make my heart so kind? Even though I know some motherfuckers deserve to get blasted. They deserve it. They deserve it. But is it worth it? Hell no, I'm not going to a fucking jail circuits for your ass. You already doing that shit in your head. I'm living in your brain rent free. I'm living in everybody's fucking brain rent free as I speak off of this shit because you're going to have to live and haunt yourself every fucking day. I was trying to be the head honcho and I put them on the internet and I was trying to. You can never ever get rid of that digital footprint. You put it out there, bruh. You put it out there, sis. You're supposed to have been parents or people or relatives and you allowed this shit to circulate and ain't got money off of it. You was eating off of me, but you made sure that I was starving. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Period. You don't treat people like shit when you don't know them. Because most of the time, it'll be the person you treating like shit is the person who can end up fucking blessing your ass. I learned that a long time ago. Even your enemies can be your footstool. And when God say he making your enemies your footstool, he'll make them work for you. You ain't eat today. Even though they may have an issue with you, most of the time, God will change their heart. He'll fix their heart. Who are we to fucking say Jesus reincarnating through somebody just to reincarnate, just to make sure he can do the healing of that issue he had with Judas? That was fucked up on Judas. Why else do you? A lot of y'all want to sit here and talk about you Christians. No, you're a Judeo-Christian. You're a Judeo-Christian. You're a Judas. You will sell somebody out for the next silver dollar. Make you want to holler. Think about that shit before you sit there and start wrecking you. What he used to say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And I guarantee it's a lot of people, like when I say, and I'm not going to make it up and I can stand on it. I can stand on it. I will live rent free in your brain every day. Why do them like that? Who the fuck are you to do some shit to me? I could probably be your next fucking president. I don't know. You don't know. I could probably be the next fucking person to figure out, hey, we can actually live on fucking Saturn. We can actually have better life and equality. I could probably be the Bloomberg person to change the fucking world and we can have a little bit more control. Hey, y'all massacre, let's rebuild up Tulsa. Let's go ahead and rebuild up Tulsa. Let's go ahead and rebuild up, New Orleans. Let's see if we can make a change, a genuine change, where we can, where it's capable at. We'd be more grateful and appreciative for things that we choose to do if we do right the first time. Why would it take for, we got to get indictments and police and we got to make all these false allegations? Now you're doing too much. Because what I know God is, he's going to see how far you're going to take it before he go ahead and humble the fuck out of you. You thought I hadn't been homeless before? I was homeless when I was 12. Again, when I had to move on my own at 14. So the shit that you was doing to me, it wasn't nothing new. You think that was my first hitman? No, that wasn't my first hitman. That's actually the 13th one. And counting. And I have to say in counting because the longer that y'all prolonging, I'm pretty sure there may be one more. There's a possibility there may be one more. But it's not meant for me to close my heart off to be a cold-hearted asshole. But I gotta face the reality and the facts. Is my reality a lot harsher than most people want to admit or deal with? Yeah. Yeah. But again, what you eat don't make me shit. I have to just make peace with it internally. Because when you got peace on the inside, that peace will radiate on the outside of you. Why are you so calm? Why are you so happy? Because I got peace within me. I'm not looking outside of me for that validation. Go to church. My church is on the inside. God talks to me every day. God, how am I going to get through this? He gonna show me. He gonna strengthen that discernment, your intuition. I could cuss you out from here to fucking Sunday, from here to damn Mexico. But everything, he always made sure that I didn't just go ahead and sit on my understanding. Because sometimes you can understand some shit and still not know. Somebody's like, what? You can understand some shit but still not know. People understand that they're doing wrong but still not know better about doing wrong. So who are you to try to dictate, oh, she cuss all day, she do this all day. And who are you? And you're doing hateful things all day. You're doing baneful things all day. You're making it your business to go ahead and to go dig in somebody else's business without permission. You're violating someone's HIPAA rights all day without permission. But my cousin has something to do with that? Shoot, that's like pick your poison. Pick your poison. You're going to smoke cigarette, drink alcohol all day knowing it's going to shut down your kidneys and your liver eventually, right? I'm choosing to go ahead and drink some damn water and some damn coconut water. Someone still fucking judge me. Oh, them thinking they healthy and they better. You see, I'm minding my business. You chose your poison, I chose mine. And my poison just so happened to be of the earth, to be calm, to be grounded. Anytime that you go through simple shit and depression, go sit your ass out there in the fucking sun. Go drink you some water. You ever notice that in certain things, even in business, they say, hey, you want to drink a water? Even though it's a strategy, hey, calm your fucking nerves. When a person get more aggressive, you're meant to get calmer. Because someone got to be able to understand. But the only time that you can do is energy exchange. You are here on earth to have a what? A human experience. Your body is a what? A vessel. So most people ain't doing anything to set their soul free, let alone their spirit. Oh, you want me to love on you? I got to get that love to myself right now. But the facts are the facts. And we can just leave it at that. Because most of these people is just like, but what? You can do but what all day, but but what don't do anything but make you look like a butt. Don't get mad at me because I can stand in that confidence and know like, hey, life goes on. Shit happens. Because the only thing that I can chop this shit up with, like I said, I can make it very clear. It's like you saying, hey, they need a homo suicide, right? Situation. What you want me to do? I'm meant to cry. Are you putting this on the news? Are we bringing this to national view for people to understand shit happen like this? The only difference between me and a lot of people in the public, y'all gonna break down and lose your shit. I've been having to do this shit and be true to it my whole life. I knew at a point in time in my life with the situation, hey, they knew if they couldn't get me down mentally, they was going to try to come for me physically. If they couldn't come for physically, if I ever had children, I knew it was a chance and possibility. However, I fought in denial for 10 years. These last 10 years. For 10 years. I said, sure, there's a chance that they're going to try to do something to your kids. And lo and behold, what's been happening? The target has been my children. Let's see how far it goes before anybody decides to intervene. But them choosing not to intervene, okay, let's see how far it goes. But nobody says nothing until it really happened. It's really happened. You really fucking with people that are for real evil. Oh no, they're really great people. No, they're not. No, they're not. Guarantee if they figure out you double crossed them and they know more about you than you realize of information that you gave the people who originally gave me to y'all, you will be in shock. Like, so they really down like that. I said, I'm ready for that moment for every person who've ever had connections with these so-called relatives of mine. Y'all gonna be sitting there in the shock of a lifetime. I'm feeling like somebody's heart drop into the pit of their fucking stomach to realize like that girl was never telling nobody, looking at some paperwork, looking at some pictures, looking at some shit like they did all of this. You think I'm gonna make up talking about, oh, she comes from a line of female mercenaries? They're very great at it. They're very great at it. They've been doing this shit since jits, since they were like 10 years old, helping cover up shit like this. Like, how many people you know will go ahead and put their kid to go ahead and take a life in an adult sentence as a kid? How many people you know will actually do that? Hey, since you're a kid and you know they ain't gonna really do too much to you, we'll go ahead and let you get this. But where was the healing for him to go ahead and heal from that shit? Because all that kid, all unalive. So your thing was to recreate it with my oldest son, the one that can walk, because Marcus and baby James was not useful to them. They wanted baby James gone because he was autistic and he was deaf. And like I mentioned, my ex-husband allowed that fucking hospital to torture him just to get that surgery. So imagine how the fuck I felt. So all that time, that was rage building in me. So imagine how much rage I had to work through. Imagine how much anger I had to work through. Because granted, that man was in the grasp of my hand. So if I wanted to do what I wanted to do, I could have, but I didn't. It's in me to do it naturally. I could have did it so easily and very precise. Would the police ever been able to figure it out? No. But I know if I decided to do that and get close to that man, it's grounds for them to go in and, hey, put the cuffs on. But I know the type of person that I'm not going to ever allow no officer or person to waste any type of government money on Sharita. If I did it, I did it. If I didn't do it, I didn't do it. I have zero reason to lie about it. Hey, ma'am, if ever it came to that point and I did have to go ahead, it's either me or you. Oh, it's going to be you. Especially in the self-defense situation. If it's me or you, it's going to be you. Trust and believe that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it's not needed. We have enough hate in the fucking world. Why add more to it? When I know for a fact there's more value, it's more people's brains to be open, it's more hearts to be open, it's more people to learn fucking wisdom. Because when you know better, you do fucking better. And apparently every fucking person that's still doing this stupid shit, apparently you don't know fucking better. And that's how I have to view you. I don't give a fuck if you 60, 70 years old. I have to view you as you just didn't know no better. That's it. Give a fuck if I've been in the fucking sheriff department for 20 years. You think I give quat shit about it? Are you here to go ahead and compensate me and give me the information I fucking need so I can take these people down? Because if the answer is fuck no, guess what? You are part of the problem, and I'm going to chop it up as you do not know better. Forgive them for what they do not know. Forgive your trespasses and you forgive those who trespass what? Against you. So the more they're sitting here I'm going to pray for you. Baby, pray for your damn self because you P-R-E-Y-ing. Not P-R-A-Y-ing. I'm going to pray for you so you can win. I'm going to pray for you so you can do better. I'm going to pray for you to do healing. Because guess what? Naturally, I have that ability. Naturally, me just smiling alone and you being in my fucking presence, it's expensive. Tell me how many criminals that y'all had to come back to your little La Raza group have to tell you, hey, nah, I'm falling off. Why they want to fall off? Don't worry, I'll wait. Because sometimes you can see a person's aura. Sometimes you can feel that energy. Sometimes you be like, that motherfucker got some love that I ain't never fucking experienced. They be like, damn, I'll make a gay motherfucker turn straight, a lesbian bitch, a woman that ain't ever considered being with a woman want to be with one because that's how much that love fulfills them. And it has nothing to do with orientation, preference, or being in a bedroom. It's just the love in itself is so heavy that I know it can bring so much healing to somebody. It would be a person that can come to me, you having a shitty day, just sitting next to me and can sit in fucking silence. And by the time your ass get ready to get up and you leave from me, you'll be like, God damn, I feel great. I bet you do. I bet you do. And I know you do. A lot of people used to play the game that love make you weak. Love is the way to manipulate. Love is anything. You want to know what I can guarantee and bet on that little $100? Every bit of love that I ever gave to any of these motherfuckers, they sitting there looking stupid in a motherfucker now. She did love me right. She did hug me when I didn't deserve it. I was lying, but she still stood there. I knew you was lying and told you was fucking lying, but I still loved on you. Like, just love conquers all, baby. I ain't gotta be boastful about it. I ain't gotta be proud about it. Because for me to say that I love you, I can't give you fucking hate to tell you that it's love. I gave love all the way here. But in order to have hate, baby, you had to have love somewhere. You can't hate, you're not gonna have one without the other. So that's why the biggest haters are my biggest fucking fans, whether they want to say it out loud or not. You here, ain't you? You watching, ain't you? You reporting, ain't you? It's true making your ass itch and clench a little bit, but you be all right. I came in peace. Don't ever come with war. God create the worst war. You better go back and read Revelations. You better go back and read Numbers. You better go back and read Ezekiel. You better go back and read Josiah. You better go back and read Amos. Don't play with me. Getting beat with a yardstick to just to read a Bible, inside and outside. I can play and pretend like I forget what is going on in it. But it's called, you ever been beat into submission of wanting to be religious? You ever had to be beat into want to be part of society? Because I was considered weird as a kid. You want to know, I didn't know wanting to learn the piano was weird. I didn't know wanted to be in my own space just for color. All the abuse that everybody wasn't asking, that it was a form of therapy. Me painting was a form of fucking therapy. Because in the hood, how many people in the hood you know going to therapy? None. But you better find a way to fucking transmute that shit. Because if not, you're sitting with years of pain. You're the one sitting with years of hate in your heart. Now you sit here talking about why I'm aging so fast. Because you hold grudges. You want to know why your body has dis-ease? You want to know why you ended with allergy, eczema, gaining weight and can't keep it off? You're holding on to shit that you need to let go of. And they ain't just going to take in a regular shit. It's called you holding on to shit that your body is sitting there storing into fat. They're like, how you be able to stay in shape? Because I let go of fucking hate. Let go of hate, you can stay in shape. Let go of a grudge, you'll probably get your waist snapped. Do you hear me? Do the right thing and your hoo-ha will have a whippersnapper. Man, if you behave and do right by your wife, you probably won't deal with erectile dysfunction. The facts are the facts. Shit, your wife might not be so disgusted at you and looking at you every time you eat, and she looking at that stomach busting out of your pants and you all hairy and coming in and have the audacity to sit at her table dirty and greasy. You think she attractive? Of course she's gonna cheat on you. You ain't doing nothing to do better for you. Just the fuck out. Let go of the hate or grudge and get some love. You might do a little bit fucking better. And then maybe you could come up to where the fuck I'm in. Because I feel great. I'm not angry about it. It's just a little bit of fucking irritated and it's an annoyance. It's like trying to swap a roach or a bee to go the fuck away. But actually, when bees approach you, that means you're vibrating high. Wasp comes near you, someone's angry near you. How difficult is it to go ahead to get rid of wasp? You in a bowl of what? Gasoline. That's how you get rid of hornets and wasps. You got to use gasoline. You got to ignite it, right? You got to start that smoke. So it's like, damn, I ain't never think about it. Open your mind a little bit, baby. Because over here, oh, you're going to open your mind. Over here, you're going to go deep. If you ain't deep, I'm just not for you. Move around. Move around. Because I can guarantee in any situation, you will be way better than I ever would be in a situation. Oh, I killed your kid. I know you did. So you're not angry? What the fuck I'm going to be angry for? You was just stupid. That was on you. That has nothing to do with me. That was your choice. Because guess what? When it's time for you to sit in that cell, tell me how that's going to work out between you and God. Tell me how it's going to work out. About the soap, make sure you have a stack of honey buns and cigarettes. Okay? Big Bertha and Big Susie in there. They like you. You know what I'm saying? You cute. You soft. Some of you going in there, you're looking a little fluffy. Do the right thing the first time, and then you ain't got to worry about anything else. What the fuck I'm going to get mad at you for being insecure within yourself to not want to do right? Any person that's participating through some kind of hateful shit towards me, you're going through more torture than I ever would. Get hurt because you said a racial slur? No. It just tells me how much more you do not like yourself. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because how you feel is not my problem. What you think is not my problem. It was your brain cells that accumulated and made that thought. Not my brain. You thought it. You was just stupid enough to say it out loud. And you knew when you got ready to say it or do it or behave in a such way, it's a you problem, not me. The only thing that I got in control of is who? Me. Give me the serenity to do what and the strength and courage to do what? I can only be in control of the things about who? This vessel. I can only control what comes out of this mouth. I can only be in control of this. I can't go with shut your lips. I don't have control about what comes out of your lips. The fuck? And then you hope that what comes out of your lips, whether it's a lie or not. Oh, I already know most of the time when a person says something hateful, just ask them a question. So what were you intending on getting out of this with what you just said? Or with what it was that you were doing? What was the intent behind it? And watch those people, I know, goofy. You thought before speaking. It's okay. It's okay. You thought before speaking, but I'm just looking to overstand because I don't want to I want to overstand. What was the point of you bringing that up? And guess what? Where people get flustered. Now they're more pissed off and now they want to be more aggressive. Is it a me problem or a you problem? I feel more or less in what I'm seeing and what I believe and what I know is it's a you problem, not me, because it's coming out of you and not me. I didn't think that. But it also requires me to know who I am. Know my self-worth. I know who I am. I know I could be a butthole. I know I could be mean as fuck. I know that. I know my limits and I know how far I'll take it. So when you do not know who you are, the world will tell you who you are. Don't ever allow nobody to distort that shit. But 2 hours though. 2 hours. I want my coins.